All right. I am sure by now you all have seen the video of the group of frontline doctors in DC speaking about their perspectives on the coronavirus. You know, wow. There is so much that is wrong with that video that I am not sure where to start. I was told to always take the higher road, and I have to remind myself to do so now, especially in this case. If I decide not to take the higher road, though, I am sure I would be justified. But with your help, I am going to take the higher road here. And so first, for those who don't know who I am Dr. Coupe, and I am a frontline physician and have been caring for many COVID-19 infected patients in my community. I have seen and treated different people that presented in all different spectrum of this disease. People who are asymptomatic, people with mild to moderate diseases, people with severe illness that need oxygenation in the hospitals, as well as those that are in critical condition fighting for their lives. In other words, I have experienced the entire story, the entire spectrum of this disease. And I will tell you, I do not stand with those doctors in DC claiming to be America's frontline doctors. And for the record, I do not endorse the use of hydroxychloroquine. I will not be able to address all of those things that were said in that video, but whatever questions that you may have, just leave me a comment at the end of this post or send me a message and I'll try my best to answer it later. Now, Dr. Stella Immanuel. Wow. I mean, your passion is definitely real. You know, and just because you say something passionately does not mean that you are telling the truth. It only tells me that you are ignorant to it. And me and my community, we see right through that. And just because you claim you are an expert does not mean that you are not wrong. In fact, you have what I like to call the expert fallacy. And me and my people, we don't believe you. Now, a couple of important points, okay? So, you are quoting observational studies, and worse, your own observational study, and ignoring the randomized, double-blinded control studies, which doesn't make much sense to me. By the way, hydroxychloroquine was found to have no benefit after using the highest form of research that we have. So your merely 350 patients that you saw is not enough for me or my people to believe a word you're saying. Now, WHO is made up of doctors and other healthcare professionals from around the world that are in the front lines practicing every day and facing many infectious disease, including COVID-19. And they've been doing this for decades. And in my opinion, they're more likely to be in touch with what's happening in the front lines than any other organization or person. You are one frontline doctor with merely 300 patients under your belt, and I need to listen to you? Why should I do that? These double-blinded studies are not perfect, but it is the closest thing we have to the truth. I am sorry, but we don't believe you. You are passionate, so I think it might be a blind spot of yours. So please allow us to point it out for you, okay? So let us tackle some of your technical points that you based off of your false claims. So you say you treated 350 people, which by the way, is a very round number. So I would consider recounting how many patients you really treated. But you said all of them got better on hydroxychloroquine. Okay, I see. Are you sure that it was not a coincidence? Maybe those patients were going to get better anyway. Or those patients you treated only experienced mild to moderate symptoms, and so they're going to improve. Maybe they are all the healthy ones. I don't know. Maybe the really sick ones go to the hospital and you did not get a chance to see them. Maybe there are other variables in play that made them get better. But then again, I forgot. You don't do double-blinded randomized control studies, so you would never know the answer to those questions. I am not going to address the point you made about hiccups, okay? I mean, it's like, wow. I am not even going to address that. Your observational studies you are quoting have many flaws in them. I mean, such as confounders, biases, issues with your sample size, or even knowing the number needed to treat to have a benefit, just to say a few. These topics probably don't exist for you. I mean, do you even remember your oaths? I mean, first, do no harm. That is what we learned in med school. So these same studies you criticize are the ones that are meant to protect our population from harmful medications. This is my community. These are my people. And this is my country too. I am a frontline doctor, and I stand with my community when I say, despite your passion, Dr. Immanuel, we don't believe you. I am glad they took all of your videos off of the internet. Social distancing has saved lives. And yes, it saved more than 350 lives that you're claiming of saving. So I think I would take my chances with social distancing. In fact, this public health strategy has been around a very long time and has been the strongest weapon we have against this viral pandemic and all viral pandemics. So yes, these lockdowns does create other forms of issues. And this is why it is important to look at innovative ways to reopen back our economy by using contact tracing, for instance. But the lockdown was necessary to prevent deaths. This is why I support the need to encourage essential visits and safe hospitalizations for key diseases, and maybe even learn how to continue elective surgeries safely without putting our healthcare professionals at risk. But being impulsive does not get us there. This pandemic took the lives of many people I know, the lives of my sister, friends. So not only am I in the front lines, but I have skin in the game too. So don't you dare speak to me about my people, or speak to me about how to take care of ourselves. Or don't you dare tell me about you have a cure and there's no need for us to wear face masks, or no need for social distancing, as if that doesn't work. You don't even have skin in the game. You're very disappointing. You disappointed me. You disappointed your entire profession. Although your passion make me laugh, but what you have done is not a laughing matter. You can actually cause people to lose their lives. You know, you lost me when you started talking about the Nazis. I mean, if I think about my Haitian people, they'd be like, "Qu'est-ce que ça dit là?" I mean, I was like, what? So I hope I took the higher road in my response to these DC doctors and Dr. Immanuel, and excuse me if I offended you, but you offended us. I am Dr. Coupe, and thank you for listening.